Hi there. Welcome. Come on in and get yourself nice and comfortable. I know right now it's difficult to say please don't worry, but please don't worry. Try and stay nice and calm and as relaxed as possible. Given the circumstances, it's difficult to allay those fears, but you're here today for a contamination test to see if there's any evidence of contamination or not. If there's not, you can be on your way. If there is, I'll tell you what I need you to do next. However, there's no need to worry either way, okay? And it is best to know at this stage. So while you relax, let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to start by asking you a few questions about your recent behaviour. Places where you've been. Things that you've been thinking, feeling, things like that. You have to think back just over the last few days. Then I'm going to be taking a look in your eyes. And after that, perhaps, I'll be taking a closer look around your face. Then we're going to look at some shapes together. And you're going to tell me if you feel drawn to any of them. If any stand out to you. And then a nice relaxing part really, to put on a pair of headphones and play you some sounds through them. You need to tell me what you can hear. How does that sound? Great. So, start with these questions. I'll tell you how many there are. There aren't too many, so it shouldn't take too long. Take a look for you. There are 28 in total. Are you ready? If there's any that you don't know, you can't remember, anything like that, just say, and we can move on. If you need a break at any point, let me know as well. And if you want to stop, that's absolutely fine, provided I can take a look at that face before you go, okay? So, let's talk about perceptual changes first. Do you sometimes feel over the last few days like your surroundings are shifting slightly, even if you're standing still? Have you noticed any colours seeming off? A little brighter, a little duller than usual? Please don't worry, these questions will seem very odd. Don't worry. Do some objects seem unfamiliar, even though you've seen them many times before? So, objects around your house, objects on the street where you work, anything like that. When you look in the mirror, do the reflections sometimes feel delayed? Like your reflection isn't quite keeping up? Okay. Memory and cognition next, a few easier questions. Have you had any gaps in your memory recently? I know it's difficult to know when you don't know something. But ever arrived somewhere and not remembered the route you took to get there? Okay. Over the last few days, have you thought of any words and phrases that you don't necessarily recognise but feel compelled to say them? Remember, you can be completely honest. It's fine. You're not in any danger, I promise. Do you remember anything unusual about your dreams from the past week? Any specific places or symbols or instructions? Okay. Next, physical experiences. When you're in a quiet environment, perhaps in the evening, first thing in the morning, ever feel any faint vibration or hum at all? Not like traffic or anything like that. Okay. Noticed any tingling or pressure anywhere on your face at all? Felt drawn to touching any surfaces without realizing why. I know we talked about what you see when you look in the mirror. Do you remember when the last time was you looked in the mirror, any kind of reflective surface? Moving on to emotions. I know that's a tricky one. Find yourself laughing at nothing when you're alone. In the last few days specifically, you feel like you're being watched. And have you felt very calm in situations that would normally distress you? Feel calm now. Okay, that's the first sheet done. Take a quick break, a quick breather. Just while I move this to the back of the clipboard. Okay, to carry on. Have you noticed anything different about the environment around you? Are people acting or reacting differently around you? Maybe avoiding eye contact, giving you strange looks. Same for animals and insects. I know that sounds odd. Either avoiding you or perhaps being drawn to you. Heard any of those insect sounds, buzzing, noises like that, and others around you can't? That's fine. Over the last few days, have you developed any sudden fixations with shapes, patterns, or symbols? Feel the need to trace any shapes, outlines with your fingers, maybe absent-mindedly. Enjoy looking at geometric patterns where they occur in nature, maybe at home. Have you found yourself rearranging things so that they form shapes? Triangles, circles, waves, squares, anything at all? Okay, thank you. 4 more questions. We're nearly there. Over the last few days, have you felt detached from your body at all? As if you're observing yourself? When you speak, does your voice sound different at all? Any moments of déjà vu recently, but very strong déjà vu, overwhelming type of familiarity? Happens to us all, especially at the moment. You will feel like they're seeing and hearing the same things over and over. Finally, a very odd one to end on. Is your shadow moving with you? Yes, very odd question indeed. Okay. Thank you for that. What I'm going to do is take a little look at your eyes and face now. Is that okay? Thank you. Again, if you need to stop, like to pause, anything like that, just let me know. I'm going to put on a pair of gloves, okay? To keep you safe. That's right, to keep me safe as well. I'll be honest, we don't exactly know what is causing this contamination, what is happening, so we don't think it's airborne though. Which is one thing, I suppose. I promise you we are working very hard on figuring out exactly what is going on, okay? Great. So first, this is a pen light. Let me switch it on. It's bright, look. I want to look in each of your eyes. Any problems with your eyes? Are you wearing lenses right now? Okay. If it's too bright, please let me know. Okay? This eye first. Okay? If you can look straight ahead, you can either look at me, look over one of my shoulders, whatever you'd like to look at. So, this eye. Ready? Good. And again. Those pupils are reacting as they should. Possibly a little bit later than they should, but they're still doing as they should. This eye next. Ready? Same thing again. Good. One more time. Not too bright. Thank you. Switch that off. Have a really good blink. Might be a little dazzling. Okay. going to take a look around your face now. Is that okay? Use a magnifying glass, old school. And done with your eyes. If it feels like it's too close or anything like that, tell me, and I'll stop, okay? Great. Start by looking at your nose. Thank you. Anybody ever looked at your nose with a magnifying glass before? And your forehead. Down to your cheeks. And your chin. Okay? Good. I'd like to look again with a UV light. Is that okay? I won't shine it in your eyes. I'm going to look on your forehead, your cheeks, and your chin. Okay? Ready? Okay. Okay. Honestly, between you and I promised you honestly, and I promised you were safe. There are some signs of contamination, okay? Please don't worry. To be honest, some of those answers you were giving me indicated that perhaps there might be. And that's okay. I'm not sure what questions I'll be able to answer, but I will try. Please don't be worried. Tell me your name. And that is your name. Do not let anybody label you or refer to you as anything else. Okay? It's my job to find out what's going on and why. Okay. So, I think what I'd like to do next, if I may, is with a wipe. Just an alcohol sterile wipe. Just wipe over those areas. I'd like you to tell me if you can feel the wipe. Tell me, when's your birthday? How old will you be on your next birthday? What do you like to do on your birthday? Can you feel this? Okay. Yeah. Fine. Please know as well that this isn't just you. This is happening all over the place, okay? So there are lots and lots of people working on it. Does this feel cold at all? I look again? Okay, here we go. Shapes are shapes. Don't worry. I'm going to touch over the areas with this. I'd like you to tell me if you can feel it. I'm just interested in if there's sensation there, okay? If it makes you feel funny, just tell me and I'll stop. Here we go. Do you feel this? Tingly at all? It's okay. How about then? And then? Okay. Time to make a note. Okay. Next, the switch is off. To show you some shapes. You might have seen them before. Ever done any kind of psychic intuition tests? Yep. There's 3 that I would like you to pay close attention to for me. It's these 3. A circle, a square, and some wavy lines. But instead of guessing, that's what we'd normally do. Ask you to guess what I'm holding. Instead of that, I'm going to show you 2 shapes. I want you to tell me if you're drawn to them at all. Just one over the other. It might be that you're not, and that's fine. It might be that you are, and that's also fine. So, I've got the square and the circle. Drawn to either of these at all? One over the other? Both? Okay. How about the waves and the circle? Drawn to either of these at all? Okay. What about this sign and this one? These. This one. Okay. Now that I've taken them away, drawn to any in particular? Okay. Finally, I'd like to put these headphones over your ears and through the computer play you some sounds. And all I need you to do is tell me what you can hear. Is that okay? Okay, let's put this on for you. Ready?
I am checking for contamination in those ears. Okay. What would be helpful would be if you could close your eyes so you can concentrate on the sounds. Is that okay? Fantastic. So, if you could close those eyes for me. So, here comes the first sound, and it's just a nothing sound, okay? Just to clear that mind. Tell me when you can hear it. Okay, good. Just listen for a few seconds. I'll play that through the headphones, and then we'll move on to our first proper sound to see what you can identify. Okay, first proper sound. Okay? So, tell me what sounds you can pick up on. Ready for the next sound. Can you hear it? Good. Tell me what sounds you can hear. And finally, one more sound. Listen very carefully this time. Can you hear it? Okay. Tell me what you can hear. Okay. And then back to that blank sound. Okay. Okay. Can I take the headphones off you?
How was that? Not very pleasant, that one, I'm afraid, but necessary. You can keep these. My gift to you. The good news is that you heard everything you were supposed to hear. So, no sign of any kind of contamination of the ears, which is great news. Okay. So, that is the end of my tests. I'm guessing some of those might feel a little familiar. I am sorry. Deja vu might be kicking in. But please know, you haven't done this before. Okay? You have two options now. You can either remain here with us. You are free to leave at any point, but you can remain here with us, and as soon as we know what is happening here, we can help you out. Or you can go. As I say, we don't think this is airborne at this stage. But if you do go, I would ask, please, that you keep away from large groups of people, because we still don't fully understand it. So you do keep yourself to yourself for a while. And whether you stay with us or you head out at this point, keep away from mirrors for your sake more than anything else. It can be an odd sensation for lots of people. Okay? I would strongly recommend you stay here. It's entirely up to you. Any questions for me at all? Well, the answer to that is I simply don't know. But for now, I can show you to a room here. You can lay down. You can talk to us whenever you like. Ask any questions, and if we can answer, we will. As I say, we're not the enemy here. We are here to help you. Stay? Fantastic. In the meantime, please try not to worry. We're on it, okay? Good. Come on with me.